that have been assembled and entrusted to help guide this institution. Dear Lord, we ask that you continue to watch over those individuals assembled here today. We pray that you continue to guide these graduates as they commence with the next steps in their life's journey. We ask these blessings in your name. Amen. Creador celestial, te damos gracias por esta oportunidad de reunirnos para celebrar los logros de estos graduados. Agradecemos a todas las personas que los apoyaron, alentaron, instruyeron y creyeron en ellos. Te damos gracias por las familias de nuestros estudiantes y el apoyo que estas familias han provisto a nuestros graduados. Te agradecemos por nuestro dedicado y talentoso profesores y personal. Te agradecemos por la Junta Directiva de Texas Southmost College y el equipo de líderes que se han reunido y confiado para ayudar a guiar a esta institución. Querido Señor, te pedimos que continúes velando por las personas reunidas aquí hoy. Oramos para que continúes guiando a estos graduados a medida que comienzan el siguiente paso en el camino de sus vidas. Pedimos estas bendiciones en tu nombre. Amén.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. And thank you for that beautiful rendition. It is now my honor to recognize our Texas Southmost College Board of Trustees. We are grateful for their unwavering dedication and their commitment to ensuring our success. Board Chair, Ms. Adela G. Garza. Vice Chair, Ms. Delia Sainz. Board Secretary, Dr. Norma Lopez Harris. Trustee Alejandra Aldrete, Trustee Edward Camarillo, Trustee Edgar Garcia. Please help me thank our trustees for their steadfast leadership. The stage party also includes members of our executive cabinet. Dr. Stella Garcia, Vice President of Institutional Advancement and External Relations. Mr. Luis Villarreal, Vice President of Information Technology. Dr. David Plummer, Vice President of Student Development. Mr. Richard Mesquias, Vice President of Philanthropy and Donor Relations. Mr. Oscar Hernandez, Interim Vice President of Instruction. And Mr. Carlos Pecero, Vice President of Finance and Administration. Please join me in recognizing these members. Please help me also welcome our distinguished commencement speaker, Dr. Stephen L. Pruitt, President of SAC-COC, as we look forward to his keynote address. Finally, I would like to recognize our TSC faculty and staff. They have great passion for the work they do and are committed to the success of our students. I am deeply honored to be serving with these exceptional individuals. At this time, I would like to ask our faculty and staff to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. It is now my honor to introduce our Texas Southmost College Board of Trustees Chairwoman, Mrs. Adela G. Garza, who has a message to share on behalf of the Board of Trustees. Chair Garza is a TSC alumna. She continued her education after TSC and went on to establish a very successful pharmacy business with her late husband, Dr. Faustino Garza. She was first elected to the TSC Board of Trustees in 2008. Throughout her tenure, Chair Garza has provided leadership for the college's vision of transforming lives and uplifting families. We are grateful for her unwavering support, dedication, and focus on moving the college forward with purpose and direction. Our Madam Chair.
Good evening. This is the most rewarding part of our service. I usually tell my fellow trustees we don't cry in public, but it gets harder and harder because good things are happening at TSC. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I welcome you to our commencement ceremony. As the class of 2026, you are graduating at a historic moment in the history of the college. This year, we're celebrating the centennial anniversary of Texas Southmost College. For 100 years, TSC has been helping generations of students achieve a better life for themselves and for their families. The Scorpion community has and continues to work hard to make sure our students gain the knowledge and the skills needed for a great career. We look forward to our graduates becoming the next generation of leaders in our community. During my service on the board, I have seen the college has changed lives of thousands of families, as well as mine. TSC was a starting point of the most significant journey in my life. I began my college career when I was already a wife and a mother of 3. Like many of you graduating today, my experience at TSC has led me to where I am today. Standing before you as a proud alumna, as the chairwoman of the Board of Trustees, and as a strong supporter of the college, which has provided 100 years of history, education, and service. Because the college gave so much to me as a student, I felt a calling to give back. This is why my fellow board members and I work as hard as we do to ensure that we have access to high quality and affordable education. We do this because we care about your future and we also care about our communities. Graduates, we can't wait to see all that you will accomplish as the newest alumni of the oldest college in the entire Rio Grande Valley, Texas Southmost College. To commemorate your accomplishments, you will, and your new status, you will receive a lapel pin that represents you're an alumni. Wear it with pride. Graduates, on behalf of the TSC Board of Trustees, and the entire Scorpion family, congratulations and thank you for choosing to be part of Texas Southmost College. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Class of 2026, congratulations. You did it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're here, crossing the finish line, becoming a TSC graduate. Today, you make history as a member of our largest graduating class that is 1,138 members strong. Oh, yeah. As Chair Garza noted, you are part of a legacy that stretches back 100 years. Throughout the decades, Texas Southmost College has welcomed veterans returning from service, first-generation college students, working parents, and young dreamers, each adding their personal story to the Scorpion legacy. Today, you claim your place in history as Texas Southmost College alumni. This evening, we thank you, the students and your families, for entrusting your college education to Texas Southmost College. Because no matter what program of study you chose at TSC, our trustees, faculty, and staff had one goal: your success. At Texas Southmost College, we truly believe higher education is a pathway towards a more prosperous future for all. Your choice to earn a college education at TSC proves that you believe this too. As we celebrate a century of history, education, and service, we look forward to Texas Southmost College next 100 years of innovation that will reflect the culture, the resiliency, and the ambition of our region. Remember, Texas Southmost College is your community college, and we are here to support our communities. On behalf, on behalf of the Scorpion family, I congratulate you for your persistence, for your courage in staying the course to earn your college degree, and to thank you for showing the world what it means to be Scorpion strong. Graduates, it is now my honor to introduce your commencement speaker, Dr. Stephen L. Pruitt, President of the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges, better known as SAC-COC. SAC-COC is our regional higher education accrediting agency. It is the organization that makes sure colleges are doing their job properly and that your degree is recognized as valid by employers and other institutions of higher education. Dr. Pruitt assumed the presidency of SAC-COC on August 1st, 2025. He comes to the role with more than 30 years of professional experience in the field of education. His experience ranges from leading classroom instruction in science to the most recently serving as the president of the Southern Regional Education Board. Dr. Pruitt's extensive knowledge in the field of education makes him highly qualified to lead SAC-COC as it enters its new chapter. Dr. Pruitt has earned degrees from 3 SAC-COC accredited institutions: a Doctorate of Philosophy in Chemistry Education from Auburn University, a Master's of Education in Secondary Science from the University of West Georgia, and a Bachelor's of Science in Chemistry from the University of North Georgia. Throughout his professional career, Dr. Pruitt has led multiple education governing bodies, including as Commissioner of the Education for the Kentucky Department of Education, as a Chief of Staff and Associate State Superintendent for the Georgia Department of Education. Furthermore, I can personally attest to the fact that as a leader, Dr. Pruitt shows personal and sincere care for service. Our colleges and universities are in good hands under his leadership. Graduates, I am pleased to present your 2026 Spring Commencement Speaker, Dr. Stephen L. Pruitt.
Good evening. Yeah, that kind of salutation is usually, hey. Thanks for that. All right, just want to make sure you're a little bit awake. I fully understand that the role of a commencement speaker is to inspire, to challenge, and be brief. So I'm going to do my best on all of those fronts. I do like to start, though, by just sharing that my official bio, which is way too long, and I've now had to hear it 3 times, we're going to rewrite that because it's too long and you don't care. And at times it sounded like I couldn't keep a job anyway. So we're going to rewrite that. But what's also missing is there's actually a 4th school that I graduated from that was also SAC COC accredited, but unfortunately it doesn't exist anymore. But I'm also a proud community college graduate at Gainesville College in Georgia. And so anytime I get the opportunity to spend a little bit of time at a community college, it's special for me. I have a little lamentation that it's not, that it's no longer around. So tonight, though, it's about you. Now, this is the 3rd ceremony we've had today. So, to quote Steve Rogers, Captain America, I can fully say, I can do this all day. And it would be real. But I would like to say to the president, to the board, and to all of you, thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to be with you today. We are here to celebrate your achievement, your perseverance, and the journey that's brought you to this moment. And if we're being really honest, it's not been a cakewalk. It's not been easy. Some of you came straight from high school. Some of you have had to work full-time or carry on part-time jobs. Your parents, yourselves, you have the world on your shoulders. And yet, with all of that, you have determined to continue to push forward with a degree from Texas Southmost that allows you to move forward. Here you are. You have made this choice, and you made this choice every morning that you got up and came to school, came to class, or logged in. You chose to enter the arena. The idea of the arena comes from a Teddy Roosevelt speech years ago, obviously, because he's dead now, that he did a speech called "The Man in the Arena." And one of the quotes from that is that it's not the critic who counts. The credit belongs to the man who actually is in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood. So you may be thinking, what does this really have to do with a community college graduation? Or you're thinking, well, here's what a commencement speaker does. They quote some historical figure. Well, that's probably true. But if you are wondering that, just wait, because I'm about to talk about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because, I'm a nerd. I'm a major nerd. And I love those movies. And there's a lot that we can learn from them. We can learn a lot from those superheroes. But here's the thing. Those movies, yeah, they got special powers and all that. But, at the end of the day, those movies are about imperfect people trying to live their lives. And they're really more stories about accepting or choosing responsibility, choosing courage, sacrifice, and perseverance. In other words, they're people willing to step into the arena. Probably one of the most famous quotes from anything is from Spider-Man. You could all quote it, I bet it right now. With great power comes great responsibility. If I'm really honest with you, the reason I became a chemist is because I can legally blow things up. And so I get to play with fire, and so it's great. But with great power comes great responsibility. He was young, he was inexperienced, he's unsure of himself. He wanted to prove he belongs. But what defined him was not perfection, it was his responsibility. The friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Graduates, today you're going to have a wonderful time enjoying this achievement. You're going to go out for dinner, you're going to go with friends, and you're going to take time to really appreciate what has happened to you today. But here's a message that I want you to hear, and I hope hear clearly. But what you walk out of here tonight with is power. Not superpower like we talk about in the Marvel universe. I doubt any of you were bitten by a radioactive spider. I doubt any of you turn green when you get angry. And I didn't see any hammers being wielded when you walked into the back door. But you do come with a power. And I would argue it's the best superpower. You made a choice. You made a choice to do this. You made a choice to go to class every day. You made a choice to achieve. That is where true power lies, is in the choices that we make. You're going to have the power to repair engines, to care for patients, to weld bridges, secure a network, design systems, keep businesses running, build communities, solve problems that other people couldn't figure out. You see, TSC has really done something pretty extraordinary for you and for every graduate that's crossed this stage. They didn't prepare you just for the jobs, and they did. You're going to be able to go out, and you're going to take what you've learned and go out into the career field. But what they really prepared you for is contribution. Contribution to a job, contribution to a career, contribution to a community, contribution to a country. Actually, to bring a contribution beyond something that maybe you could not have done before. And let me just tell you, we are at a time in our country where we need you. We need that leadership. We need that experience. We need that commitment. We need that perseverance. We need innovators. We need creators. We need problem solvers. We need people willing to work hard to do things well and to bring other people along with them. See, you're closer to a real hero than any fictional one we will ever see on a movie screen. Because when the lights do go out, someone has to restore that power. When systems fail, someone has to repair it. When patients are hurting, someone should care. When a factory stops operating, someone has to fix it. When cyber attacks happen, someone has to defend the system. And that someone are going to be graduates of Texas Southmost College. So that brings me back to Roosevelt and to the arena. The people who change the world are rarely the people sitting safely in the seats. It's really easy to sit back and stay comfortable your whole life. To sit back and throw rocks and criticism at the people who are actually in the arena doing the work. It's easy. The people who chose to enter the arena, however, have chosen greatness. So here's the challenge that I'm going to give you as your commencement speaker today, is I'm going to dare you to be great. Being great is a choice. I don't care what anybody says. Michael Jordan will say he's missed more shots than he ever took, but he was great because he chose to be great every day. And what I want to encourage you to do is every day when you don't want to get up and you don't want to go to work and you don't want to do this or you don't want to do that, you choose greatness. You choose to be the person that you want to be tomorrow that is better than the one you are today. Those types of people that choose to be great, they're willing to try the things that they've never tried. They're willing to fail. They're willing to learn. They're willing to adapt. They're willing to take a hit and get back up. Sounds a little bit like Tony Stark. See, I keep coming back. I'm a nerd. You know, he started everything with talent and confidence. But over time, he realized that leadership was not about ego. It was about service. It was about sacrifice. So one of the reasons I think people connect with these heroes so much is because they struggle. They doubt themselves, they fail publicly, and they carry burden. But they keep moving forward. Graduates, life after today will not always go according to plan. There will be setbacks. There will be difficult bosses. Don't be one. There will be moments where you will question yourself. There will be days when you feel behind. There will be days you feel left behind. There will be moments where failure feels very real. But I want you to remember this. Failure is not the opposite of walking into the arena. Failure is evidence that you had the courage to enter the arena. It teaches us resilience. You learned how to troubleshoot. You learned how to think critically. You learned to solve problems, how to work with others, and how to keep going when the answer is not obvious. Those aren't just workplace skills. They're not even just life skills. They're greatness skills. In the movie Black Panther, T'Challa says, "I am clearly not dead, and I never yielded." That statement's not about the fight he was in or the challenge he had. You can make that same claim. You are sitting here today and you're about to cross this stage because you never yielded. Going forward out of this place, you should refuse to quit, refuse to yield, and continue to grow and expand. You're going to have all sorts of challenges ahead of you. And many of you have had to deal with everything from having to deal with balance of work and school, financial hardships, and there's even a chance that some of you might have been told that you weren't really college material. Well, I think you just proved them wrong. And today is the day you chose to be great. It's the culmination, but you can decide today and you can decide tomorrow to stop being great. But I want to encourage you to not do that. I want to encourage you to keep going, keep showing up, stay in the arena. Never underestimate the dignity and importance of daring to be great. Your work matters. Your contribution matters. You matter. And you need to make a point every single day to remember that. Most heroism is quiet. They don't wear capes. It's the nurse working the overnight shift, the technician staying late to solve a problem, the welder who makes sure that our structures are safe, the cybersecurity specialist protecting the systems nobody ever notices, the mechanic making sure our families get home safely, and the educator, who I'm always a little partial to, part of the greatest and most noble profession, in my opinion. They are the ones that help someone believe in themselves when nobody else did, that made the impossible mean I'm possible. So more often than not, our heroes wear work boots, scrubs, uniforms, tool belts, safety glasses, and some type of ID. And starting tomorrow, you join that. You join that responsibility. So Roosevelt ended his Man in the Arena by saying that even if the person in the arena fails, at least they fail while daring greatly. Graduates, dare greatly. In fact, I dare you to be great. Greatness is a choice. Take the job that challenges you. Keep learning, keep growing, keep adapting. Lead with integrity. Serve others. Be dependable. Be innovative. Be the person others can count on. In short, it really means be great. And take the things that you have learned and the opportunities that you have had here at Texas Southmost. And remember that as an alum, you now have the responsibility to share this with others who may also not feel that they were college material or who may not have felt they could do this. Groot would have said, I am Groot, which means, in this case, I am Texas Southmost College. So in this world that desperately needs builders, problem solvers, and courageous people, that makes you heroes too. I want to say before I let you go that there's one thing that you're supposed to do with great people. You know what that is? You got to get a selfie with them. Go out, do great things, enjoy tonight, but tomorrow, go change the world. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Pruitt, for honoring us with your participation, your words of wisdom in our ceremony today. To begin our students' recognition, I would like to acknowledge several distinguished groups of graduates. First, our honored graduates who are wearing gold cords with their regalia. These are students who have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to a 4.0, recognized as summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude. Can you please stand? Next, we recognize our graduates who are members of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. Our Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society are members wearing gold stoles as part of the regalia as well. And today we also honor our graduates who are currently serving or who have previously served in the military. They are wearing red, white, and blue cords with their regalia. Would you please stand, Phi Theta Kappa members and military, to be recognized? And veterans. At this time, will all of the candidates of graduation please stand? Graduates, you have completed the requirements for graduation and have been approved and recommended by the faculty. By the authority vested in me by the state of Texas and by the Texas Southmost College Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degrees and certificates for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities and obligations pertaining thereunto. Congratulations, graduates. You may move your tassels to the left. You may be seated. And now, we have reached the moment you have all been waiting for, the individual recognition of our graduates. I would like to invite to the stage Dr. Adriana Rios Santiago, Department Chair for Agriculture, Business Design, and Technology, who will assist with our ceremony today. Dr. Rios, please join me at the podium to begin the recognition.
Associate of Applied Science, Andrea M. Galvan. Associate of Arts, Alan Rivera. Jorge E. Aragus. Nina A. Galang. Alejandro M. Manzano. Julissa S. Loera. Adan E. Perez. Kaira A. Perez. Natalia de León Esquivel. Camila Ann Hill. Kenneth B. Reyes. Eduardo A. Segura. Omar Solís. Edgar A. Hernández. Alexis M. Alanis. Stephanie M. Galan. Jorge E. Pesina. Miriam V. Medina. Laura M. Cerda. Jacqueline A. Padilla. Crystal Arambul. Itzel M. Leal. Adriana A. Benavides. Sandra Paola Anderson. Patricia V. Wilhoit. Melanie Hernandez. Pedro A. Villarreal. Madison J. Agüero. Rosaline E. Zambrano. Aldair Argüelles Abreu. Anaí A. Martínez. Leonel Martínez Jr. Rogelio Barrios. Jacqueline Hernández. Karime Galván. Rihanna L. Ramírez. Brianna M. Delgadillo. Cecilia A. de la Cruz. Angel M. Herrera. Denise Hernández. Leslie P. Fernández. Stephanie Landaverde. Adrián Arriaga. Julián Álvarez. Demian B. Rubalcaba. Eduardo Rodríguez Salinas. Elisa Y. Blanco. Kelly A. Carrillo. Mayra Ramírez. Yara G. Vasan Garza. Sharon M. Mendieta. Eric R. Garcia. J. L. Davila Jr. Amanda González. Jennifer D. González. Evelyn Sánchez. Ashanti A. Roman. José I. Juárez. Dalton E. Figueroa. Daniela G. Ramirez. Eddie Blanco. Clarice A. Ortiz. Daisy B. Guzman. Elizabeth S. Rubio. James Harris IV. Jared A. Leal. Emerick L. Lopez. Jimena A. Garcia. José Tapia. Kendall A. Flores. Alexis M. Mendoza. Alessandra R. Martinez. Brianna J. Rubalcaba. Evelyn A. Campuzano. Hilda Y. Martinez. Nidia Line. Ileana Yareli Rivera. Alexandra Vargas. Marisa Govea. Arleth Chavez. Denise K. Hernandez. Eriday de la Cruz. Ruby D. Flores. Richard D. Rosenbaum. Ariadne A. Vega. Melissa M. Vélez. Yatsiri Martinez. Arturo R. Fernández. Betsy A. Martinez. Danica R. Gonzalez. America G. Morales. Daniel Leija. Mark A. Lopez. Edgar G. Hernandez. David Castellanos. Ruben G. Luna. Tomás Rangel. Andrea de la Rosa. Emanuel Barajas. Angélica Chapa Quintero. Mariana Larrasquito. Samantha A. Arteaga. Cheyenne M. Cruz. Zoe A. Van Nest. Verónica I. Moreno. Gilberto Vázquez Jr. Iván A. Galván. Verónica A. Domínguez Cisneros. Ana V. Pedraza. Perla K. Cantú. Alisa A. Lemos. Mia D. Ruiz. Vianney Sosa. Genevieve I. Cárdenas. Cadence M. Castillo. Jesús Salas. Fong K. Fan. Emily Vasquez. Associate of Arts in Teaching, Marisol Mendoza. Irene Ávila. María T. Ahumada. Marisela Zaragoza García. Ilse V. Ceballos Morato. Mía Sandoval. Rebecca D. Martinez. Danae Ann Ledesma. Jasmine Medina. Ashley Ann Torres. Cassandra Lunar. Valerie Ann De Leon. Miguel A. Campos, Jr. Alessandra Aldape. Andrea M. Fernández. Yvonne M. Martinez. Norma Y. Garcia. Maya R. Aragon. Associate of Applied Science, Paloma A. Peña. Christopher M. Rosas. Cesar A. Sosa. Kayla Jimenez. Osvel Sánchez. Diego Morales. Gabriel O. Mendoza. Ezequiel E. Flores. Miranda Villanueva. Samantha E. Roel. Jandra Nieto. Esmeralda R. Saldaña. José A. Silva. Mario A. Cadena. Teresa García. Nailea R. Acosta. María F. Rodríguez. Anisa M. Nieto. Sarah M. Mota. Elise Vasquez. Yesenia C. Gonzalez. Michaela M. Garza. Kylie A. Fonseca. Haley G. Martin. Paulina Acosta. Reinaldo Rocha. Saúl I. García. Maite Alemán. Raúl Mendoza. Noah S. Atkinson. Valerie Zambrano. Cassandra L. Perez. Yesenia Gonzalez. Karen A. Palacios. Iraira I. Cedillo. Ciclali D. Aguilar. Lucy C. Quintanilla. Gabriela M. Lozano. Flor Barrientos. Angel N. Silva. Julio Herrera. John W. Silguero. James C. Bond. Gael A. Barragán. Sarah L. Cravey. Ian C. Phillips. Miguel Ángel Sánchez. Ashley D. García. Iván Ortiz. Darinka Lila Martínez. Pablo O. Alcalá. Hugo D. Cantú. Jacobo A. Hernández. Manuel Contreras. José J. Bielma. Gael C. García. Chiang Gu. Cindy A. Martinez. Luis A. Chavez. Heidi V. Palomo. Mary Carmen Ruiz. Aaron Silva. Aldo Alvarado. Saúl A. González. Carla G. Guzman. Adrián R. Rodríguez. Tony J. Valderrama. Miriam, I'm sorry. Miriam I. Martinez. Alberto Arroyo. Jeremy M. Burkhardt. Anantre Sandoval. Valerie M. Lara. Dulce A. Doria. Brian Ortiz. David M. Garcia. Mia J. Rodriguez. Roberto Silva. Mónica D. Murillo. Héctor Pérez. María G. Cortés. Cassandra Elizabeth Rodríguez. Nailea A. Blanco. Luis F. Luébano. Anita N. Delgado. Associate of Science, Ana C. Perez. Kayla E. Claudio. Mario A. Caballero, Jr. Isabel Cabrera. Certificate of Proficiency Level 1, Maria Hernandez. Amy M. Nájera. Jesús I. Mata Gaitán. Laura A. Leal. Herbie Gómez. Daniel I. Solís. Isabela Barrios. Jimena Mendiola. Crystal D. Ortiz. Paul S. Gonzalez. Luis C. Lara. Maite Gurrola. Mia A. Deaton. Kimberly R. Villalobos. Rodrigo González. Marisa López. Jaime A. Treviño. Claudia A. Martínez Coronado. Viviana Gutiérrez. Christian J. Flores. Aaron L. Treviño. Alejandro Villalobos. Manuel A. Martínez. Rebecca I. Matamoros. Diana L. Vasquez. Deborah J. Marquez. Ricardo Rivas. Eduardo U. Garza. Nicolás López. Brian García Huerta. Hendrik G. Ramírez. Nadia I. Reséndez. Mia P. Cruz. Camila Soto. Sarah E. Crispin. Alexis N. Vega. Elsa Y. Guzman. Mia Ann Garcia. Jasmine Dávila. Odette Doxy. Arturo Alvarado. Juan Cruz. Angel O. Garcia. Noe Vasquez. Rodolfo Rivera Jr. Charles D. Adams. Joaquín C. Villarreal Mendoza. José I. Vázquez. Angel E. González. Rubí Berenice Hernández. Lía K. González.
Once again, will all the graduates please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Texas Southmost College class of 2026. On behalf of the TSC family, I offer my congratulations to the newest alumni of Texas Southmost College. Felicidades también a todas las familias de nuestros graduados. This concludes our ceremony. Felicidades a todos.